in kindergarten, it comes up a lot. You know, boys don't like pink, and I just wonder, you know, where does that come from? And then so as a class, it's when that happens, I like to talk to the class about you know, where that idea comes from.
So I'm a transgender man, and I'm very binary, but with I've had students who identified as genderqueer, and they've challenged me because I was not, like, I didn't understand they/them pronouns for a long time, and so I've had to learn in this process of opening and listening and learning. You know, I teach about this spectrum of diversity, but not really honoring the sense that you can have a gender identity that is just as authentic anywhere in that world. And I've learned a lot from the people I've worked with and that stuff over the time. So it's, you know, even for those of us who live it, there's much to learn.
As a teacher, when a student walks in and they're gender non-conforming, suddenly it's like I have to create this classroom space to be safe for them.
And there are certain things when it comes to identity, whether that's racial identity, gender identity, sexual orientation, any of those things, they will tell me what their truth is. And my job is to hear them and listen. And I think as parents, that's so important for their kids.
Talking about gender, we could be talking about family diversity, we could be talking about race and differences, we could be talking about just, you know, games that girls play, games boys play. And so all of that for me falls under the umbrella of creating a safe, inclusive classroom where all students can be safe, you know.
So a couple things I do now that I didn't used to do before is I'm very conscientious about not putting the kids, like if I need 2 quick groups, I don't go boys and girls. Another thing I do too is there's a lot of math activities for some reason that revolve in our curriculum that we use, that revolve around the boys doing this and the girls doing that, and I think it's just because it's a quick way to divide the kids up into 2 quick groups. So I have like my 2 quick groups listed out, and I use those quick groups.
We could do bees and horses, you know, we could do, I don't know, we could do anything, but not boys and girls.
One thing I do to keep things gender neutral too is I say calling all readers, calling all writers. I address what they're doing at the time and I call them that, like as if they're professional whatevers.
And I think understanding that a transgender kid or a gender non-conforming kid is on a daily basis getting barraged with negativity. And even when they're most really encapsulated well by their family, they're getting that. So if they've gotten supports and they've got people that are holding them up, they learn how to deal with that stuff when it comes in. And they manage it very much like other kids do who might get bullied here and there and that kind of stuff. But the kids who don't have that, they're out there all on their own.
Gender spectrum meets people where they are. That would be like, gender spectrum meets people where they are. And they have a conversation. And so that idea, or when I learned that just felt really good to me because I was like bumping up against some resistance. And so I'm glad to find that there's an organization that can work with the teachers and the parents at my school.